Okay, so this is how I assembled my PC. I started with the motherboard. That's it, I'm putting the motherboard. Try to slot it in. Next, I put the microprocessor. Try to slot it in. Slot it in well. So that's me putting in the RAM slot. Yeah, so that's the next thing that it. Now that's some port slot. Trying to slot it in. A port slot. Or slotting it in. I'm connecting it. After that, we connected it to the motherboard. Then we have to screw it. We have to screw it first. So that's me screwing it. Check if everything's alright. Yes, so I have to screw in the motherboard as well. Now connected the port slot to the motherboard. Now that's with the speaker. Slot it in. I'm trying to screw it in now. Yes. Now we're inserting the fan. We'll connect the fan to the motherboard as well, as you can see. Now I have to connect the speakers to the motherboard and the rest, yes. That's me slotting in. That's it. Now I have to put the heat sink. That's what we call the heat sink. For now, screwing it in. Yes. So those are slots for the compact disc we're trying to fit in right now. There are two for this particular PC. So that's the first one. We slot it in. And that's the second one. We slot it in. That's me slotting it in. So yeah, that's the final item we put in assembling our PC. As you can see. And finally we closed the PC and we're done. As you can see, we closed it and we're done. So thank you. Now on to day 2. Thank you for watching day 1. Now day 2. I'm still on to troubleshoot. In troubleshooting, first we have to unscrew the laptop from the back. As you can see, we're trying to unscrew the laptop from the back. Clean everywhere, clean it. Yes, as you can see. I blow it. Try to blow out dirt or something that's stopping the PC from responding or coming on. As you can see, I'm trying to wipe the fan. I'm blowing some little bit of dirt from it. And after that, obviously we have to screw in the back of the casing of the laptop. So after that now, see, I'm trying to remove a little bit of dirt that's still there. And hopefully that will make the laptop come back on. So yeah. We're carefully screwing it back in. So we're still trying to screw it in. As you can see, we're trying to screw back the laptop in. Yes. And after that, we'll try to turn on the PC to see if it will come on after troubleshooting. PC on. Voila, it came on. We want to make sure that it boots completely. So we waited till it boots to day 3. In day 3, we're trying to insert a new RAM. Yeah, insert a new RAM. So that's how we insert a new RAM. Obviously, we have to move it back. We're trying to screw it in. Screw out, sorry. Yes, we're trying to take the screws out, sorry. Carefully move the back. Carefully. So yeah. We're taking out the back carefully, and that's it. Yeah, we're not removing the back. We're taking out the back of the PC to change the hard disk drive and the RAM. First, we'll start by unscrewing the RAM. As you can see, we're unscrewing the RAM now. The hard disk drive, rather. So we're taking out the screws of the hard disk drive. There we see us taking out the screws of the hard disk drive. That's the first screw, that's 3 screws. So that's the second one we're removing now. And obviously the last one, that's it. Yeah, so that's us taking out the hard disk drive, followed by the RAM. Okay, no, we have to put in the new one. Yeah, that's the new hard drive we're putting in. We slot it in. So that's the new hard drive we're putting it in. Yeah. After that, now we changed the RAM, put in a new RAM. That's the new RAM we're placing it in. That's the new RAM that we're placing it in. So that's a new RAM. We're slotting a new RAM in, as you can see. Yeah, so we've closed it after slotting the hard disk drive and the new RAM. Yes. So we're taking out, we're trying to screw it back in. We're trying to screw back the laptop in, as you can see, and that's it. And after screwing back the laptop in, we were done with installing our new RAM and the rest. Yeah, so this is day 4, installing an operating system. We've installed in a flash disk which has the operating system. So we used a virtual operating system, which was VirtualBox. That is it. Obviously we have to use the application VirtualBox. We click the application and we proceeded in creating our new operating system. There we go. Now we're using the application VirtualBox. We had a few informations to fill out. I wrote, that's my name. We hit next, enabled, and next again, and we finally hit finish. Obviously now we had to tap it in the operating system we just created. It took a little time to load, but there we go. And that's it launching. So finally that should be it. VirtualBox. So it's loading. We have to make sure that the Windows works, so we had to wait for the Windows to boot and load. Now we're in the opening page, and this is it. So we had to click this PC to make sure the components show, the applications and the rest show on the computer. So we hit this PC, and that's your operating system working very and fully well. Those are this. As we can see, that's the operating system we just launched. You can see the drives, and that's it. We're done. Thank you. Now on to day 6. We're now doing networking and connectivity. We're connecting the computer PC to a Wi-Fi router. So that's me. I searched up the name. The name was Flybox. Now we have to look in for the key. So obviously we have to turn the back of the router, and we're now typing in the key. We're typing in the key of the router. Keys of routers are very, very discombobulated, so mixed figures. It took a little bit of time, and finally we got it. So that's you can see it's connected. Obviously we had to connect it as well to a smartphone, so I used my Apple phone. The Samsung phone was not good, it was bad, so I had to use my other phone, which was an iPhone. So along the way I changed the phone to my iPhone. As you will see, this is me trying to look for a way to enter this PC. I didn't see, so I had to create a folder, which I opened, and finally I tapped this PC, and that's it. Obviously this is when I realized my phone was bad, my Samsung phone, so I changed it to my Apple phone, and that's it. We now have a smartphone connected to the router. so to the PC, and these are the apps. These are files in the phone showing in our PC as seen, and that is it about A5. And thanks for watching. Thank you. Yeah, so we're removing the hard drive, solid drive, yes. So after I removed it, yeah, so we're trying to screw out the hard drive to insert a new one. So that's me taking out the screws. Yeah, so we're trying to take out the screws now of the hard drive. So yeah, take out, that should be the last screw. I'm taking it out. So that should be the last screw. Now we're taking out the hard drive. This is socket there, so we have to take out the socket, as you can see, but carefully not to destroy it, obviously. And that should be this. That's the new hard drive. We're putting in the new one right now. We have to place in back the socket, obviously. Yeah, so little mix up there, but we finally got it. Put it in. Yeah, we're trying to put it in now. So we slot it in. Voila. That's it about the hard drive. Obviously we have to screw it in, obviously. Now onto the RAM. First we have to take out the old RAM and put in the new one. Obviously that's the RAM. So we're trying to put in now the new RAM. Yeah, so we're trying now to put in the new RAM. Just leave it there, and obviously you can see that we have inserted the new RAM. Yeah, so we're putting the new RAM, and obviously after putting in the hard drive and the RAM, we have to shut back the laptop. Obviously the rest of the video is us trying to put in back the screws, trying to screw back the laptop in and the rest. Yeah, so we're trying to screw it back in. The next screw followed. And that's and finally, okay, so there's still another screw. I thought we were done with the screws, so there's still another one. Yeah, so we're screwing it in right now, and we're done. Now day 4 was, so this is day 6. Sorry that I had to skip the other days, but that I had. We're connecting the router to a PC. So That's me.